Hey guys, John here with a video at 10:08 in the morning. I don't usually do videos out on Saturday because my dad's usually home or I'm at school. Had to make sure that wasn't my dad. But I come to you with a kind of odd story. October 7th, 1916, a game between Georgia Tech and Cumberland. It's not even a school anymore, or it's not even a team anymore. The Cumberland Bulldogs. It was the season opener for Georgia Tech, but Cumberland was decontinuing their team. They're playing at Grant Field, which is now Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Background: Cumberland College, and a school in Loveland, Tennessee, had discontinued its football program before this season, but was not allowed to cancel its game against the Engineers. The fact that Cumberland's baseball team crushed Georgia Tech earlier that year, 22-0, amidst allegations that Cumberland used professionals as ringers, probably accounted for Georgia Tech's coach John Heisman rounding up the score on the Bulldogs. Heisman also being the Engineers' baseball coach, he insisted the school's scheduling agreement, which required Cumberland to pay $3,000, $65,818 in inflation adjustment terms to Tech if its football team failed to show. So George E. Allen, who was elected as Cumberland's football team student manager after first serving as baseball team student manager, put a team of 14 men to travel to Atlanta as Cumberland's football team. That's the problem there. You had less kids than we started with. Another reason for Heisman's plan to run up the score was the practice among the sports writers of the time ranked teams based on how many points they scored, since the statistics did not account for strength or weakness of the team's opponents. So, definitely tell, Georgia Tech was number one for a while. The whole entire season. Heisman disagreed with the amount of weight the writers needed tended to assign to it. He may have unleashed his players on Cumberland to make his points. So he put in a shit ton of seniors, and he just went up the score. I'll tell you the score after I'm done reading what about the game. Actually, that has. Let's see. Rushing. 40 times ran against 40 attempts to run against Cumberland. They ran 1,000 yards. They lost 0 fumbles, but Cumberland tried running 27 times, negative 96 yards, almost a full football field, and 9 fumble lost. Cumberland was 2 for 18 in passing, 14 yards for that, and 6 interceptions. Holy shit. I don't know what that one is. Oh, field goal made, field goal attempt. Extra point after, I think. That's probably not too. 14 college students. I bet you guys want to know the score now. Georgia Tech, or excuse me, I'm ready to Cumberland Bulldogs. Cumberland Bulldogs 0, Georgia Tech 222. That's one of the highest scores. It's one of the highest scores in football history. Actually, that is the highest score in football history. Oh, okay, I'm look at this. I need to fire this up. The second highest is King College in Tennessee against Illinois, which was 206-0 in 1922. Oh my god, stop scrolling. That's too sensitive. But one that was most recent was Rockford against Trinity Bible, which was 105-0 in 2003. I think I already said that. But Portland State actually scored against Delaware State 105-0 in 1980. In 1969, which was apparently a crazy summer, apparently a year of crazy summer. Fort Valley State College against Knoxville College scored 106-0 in 1969. I said that already. God damn it. But my team. My team won against some team after that. But Washington won against Willamette. I'm surprised. Willamette only held them to 108 points in. Oh, that's where it was. In 1925. Oklahoma had so many games over 100 points in different years. First it was Arkansas, which was 103-0 in 1918, and then it was Kingfisher College for 3 years in a row for a couple times. In 1919, 157-0. In 1917, 179-0. In 1911, 104-0. And then 2 games against Northwest Oklahoma, 102-0 in 1915, and 101 in 1913. And then, holy shit, Ohio Wesleyan scored against Miami, the one in Ohio, 104-0. Miami was pretty. I don't know about them back then, which I was in 1891 when football was just starting. Oregon against Puget Sound scored 115 points against them, and nowadays we only score this is our first time scoring under 46 points. We're number 2, and we only had 1 game over with. Okay, we'll look at it. What year is that? 1910. Actually, back on their website. Ball. 1910. They're called the Webfoots. What in the fuck? We only played 5 teams. The 17th season. We started late 1800s, I guess. Our first season. We are independent Pueblo, 1906. Versus Oregon Alumni. The Chippewa Indians. 4-2-2. 1905. Five and 3. I'm trying to go back to our first season. First season I ever watched really was in 2002. Because I was born in the middle of the season. First full season I watched was in 2002. 3-1, 1900. Three, 3 and 1. In 1989. That's Webfoot's 6th season. 3-2-1. 3-2-1. We won against Chippewa Indians. Oregon State Normal. Tied and against Oregon Agricultural. And then we lost against Multnomah Athletic Club. And then we also lost at California 0-12. We had terrible scores back then. November 24th, in 1998, Webfoot's 5th season, which this means Oregon football started in 1893. November 24th, we went against Portland and scored 95-0. We scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. We would have had like, if we got a touchdown, we would have been over. We would have had 103. In 1897, we were again competing as an independent, we've been competing as independents forever by this point. But we only had 2 games and we won 1-1 against the Chippewa Indians and Oregon Agricultural. God damn it. This year, in 1896, we won two games and lost 1. Both the games we won were against Oregon Agricultural, 1 in Eugene, 1 in Corvallis, 2-0 and 12 to 8. And we won, and we lost against Multnomah Athletic Club and lost 6-12. I'm getting right to I'm at the 2nd season. We went 4-0 in 1995 against Oregon. We won 44-0 against Oregon Agricultural. 8-4 versus Willamette. 6-4 versus Portland, and we won again 6-0 against Willamette. '84. Ducks football first season, head coach Cal Young and J.A. Church. We went 3-0-1. What? It says here. Yeah, this shit weird. 42, 17 to 16, and 19 to 12, and then tie in 18. Every game was important. Went from Eugene to Corvallis to Portland to Eugene. Nice. The toilet bowl. I was talking about this to my friends. When Rich Brooks was coach for Oregon. This game is often referred to as the toilet bowl. The rivalry game. Oregon was favored by 13.5 points. So 13 and 14 points had scored. And Oregon State's head coach was Joe Vesna. It was the 87th game. I'm gonna go to the first Civil War. Hello? I think it's in the seat. I think it's either in my seat or in the center console. I didn't know that. You could have told me that. I think I might have put it in the cup holder, but it probably would have fell out. Or look on my side of the truck. No, why would I throw away a bowl? Okay. Okay, so you're there for a store opening and a bike race. But is there a store opening near you? I'm sorry if I did. Sorry if I did. Alright. Alright. Bye. Yeah, I just called telling me he's there for a bike race. That's fun. Well, how long is the video now for? Oh, holy shit, 2 minutes. Well, I'm gonna talk about this one last thing. One last thing. Talk about Oregon State versus Oregon football. It is the 7th longest running rivalry in the United States, being first contested in 1894. So, 1984? Alright, where's it? 1994. Okay, it's just way out of date. This article is outdated. Oh shit. According to this, the first Civil War would have been played in, like, would have been played in like 18 something. We started in 18 something. We started in 1894. Yeah, 1894. Oh, well, you heard about my local school's high running scores, which actually, I'll look at 2000. See if Oregon's actually as bad as everyone said it was. We don't really run that bad. Like, we did go to the Holiday Bowl, but that was a big deal for us. We went against we went from not ranked to 20 to 9 to 9 to 7 to 7 to 6 to 6 to 8. We played against number 12 Texas at Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego, California for the Holiday Bowl. Now the next season, which is 01, which I was one in the middle of, we were number 2. We went to the Fiesta Bowl, and we ended up like number 4. No, we were ranked number 7 from the beginning. Went from 7 to 7 to 7 to 7 to 6 to 6 to 5 to 5 to 11 to 8 to 7 to 4 to 2. We went to Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Arizona for the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. And I think the next time that I remember showing up there was a few years ago. Let's look at 2002. Well, I'm gonna make a part 2 of this, just so it's not that long, because like I know Kevin's for minutes, and video, but that's something interesting, like Mine Night in Minecraft. But I'm gonna make a part 2, and I'm gonna stop this, and start the next one, and see you right there.